This week's Creative Corner took a little longer than expected, but watching my GMM logo turn into an actual embroidered design was worth the wait. Hi everyone, welcome back to Creative Corner. Today we're making a single color embroidery logo of my GMM Rooted Paws Studio logo, which I created with the help of ChatGPT. Because the original design of GMM Rooted Paws Studio logo had a lot of details that would not translate into embroidery pattern well, I had ChatGPT help me create a simpler logo that didn't have as much detail. I got this green colored shirt from Walmart for $4, so I'm going to put the embroidery logo on the right. Hi, Agnes. To prepare the embroidery design for my Brother machine, I am using Inkscape, which is a free embroidery software if you use Ink Stitch as an extension for that software. Both programs need to be installed before you can turn your design into an embroidery file. To create an embroidery version of my logo, I used Inkscape along with the free Ink Stitch extension. I decided to begin with a simplified one-color design, so my first attempt would not require any thread changes. I imported the JPEG and chose Embed so the image would remain part of my Inkscape file. It originally opened much larger than I needed, so I resized it while keeping the proportions locked to prevent the logo from becoming distorted. Because a JPEG is not an editable vector image, I used Trace Bitmap to convert it. I selected Signal Scan and Brightness Cutoff, started with a threshold of 0.60 and checked the preview before applying the trace. After tracing, I moved the new image to the side to make sure it was separate from the original JPEG. Once I confirmed the trace looked complete, I removed the original and kept the new vector version. I changed the complete design to one dark gray color. This first version is intentionally simple, but it still includes the leaves, GMM lettering, Rooted Paws Studio, the border, and the paw. Before creating the machine file, I opened the Ink Stitch simulator. It can take a little while to load, but it lets me see how the different parts of the design will stitch and helps identify missing areas or unexpected color changes. The simulation showed the entire logo stitching as one continuous color and all of the important details appeared correctly. That told me the design was ready for a test stitch. I saved an SVG master so I can make changes later. Then I saved a copy in the file format required by my embroidery machine. My machine is a Brother machine and it required a PES file. The digital part is now finished and the next step is transferring the file and testing it on the shirt. Since the file is saved on my computer, I'm going to take a copy of that file and save it to a USB drive, which I can stick into my Brother machine to get that file. Have my interfacing. When you're doing embroidery, you have to have an interfacing on the back of your machine, your fabric. So I had forgotten to put this. So I'm going to open up my hook. And again, I mentioned I had marked a little X so I know where it needs to go. So I have to put my little guide back in there. I'm going to put the interfacing on the going to put this in that. We put this under, and we put this here. And then we move this, and we make sure that everything is not underneath. So I don't see anything underneath, and I don't have anything up here underneath. So we're good to go there. So it's gonna just do show me where it's gonna draw around. If I do that. Okay. So I'm gonna hit OK, and I'm gonna go to embroidery, and it says there's 20. This is 26 minutes. So I'm gonna put the foot down, and I'm gonna hit the go button, which is this green button here. I'm gonna watch it for a little bit, and then I'll come back before the end of the 26 minutes. I'm gonna hit start. And we're gonna let it do its stitching thing here. Now I'm gonna stop the video for a little bit. We'll come back in about 10 minutes to see where it's at. Okay, we're currently a little over 3,600 stitches in. And this is where we're at right now with the logo. But let's let it continue. It's not doing too bad. I'm hoping this is the perfect spot on this shirt. Okay, just giving an update. We are at 5,986 stitches, and we're this far along. We'll check back in a few more minutes. Okay, we're going over 7,800 stitches, and we actually have almost all of the paw done. We'll check back in another few minutes. Okay, we're finishing up 10,131. There's almost everything done here. And then I'm going to pull out the embroidery hoop. Okay, so here's the finished emblem. Not too bad. It did do a little pulling and stuff here, a little pulling in some of the other places, but I did cut off everything. I think, like I said, if I would use just the normal interfacing one that doesn't rip away, if I would use the normal interfacing, I'm pretty sure the pulling wouldn't have happened. And I didn't realize I grabbed the wrong one when I put it underneath there. But not too bad. Placement isn't horrible. I could have possibly put it down a little bit more, but I think I did pretty good. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed our project today. Happy creating, and I'll see you in the next Creative Corner. This was my first single color stitch out, and while I may refine some of the smaller lettering next time, I'm really happy to finally see my GMM logo on a shirt.